We're back with another episode of Middle Aged Mamas. The gang's all here. Dawn, Camila, and Nakia. So, guys, let's start off with, I don't know, what are you guys feeling? A little, I'm too old for this, or highs and lows? What
Why
you
don't
got?
we do a mix of
Yeah.
everything?
Because I have an I'm too old for this.
Okay.
Low.
That's a low.
It's combined.
Okay, what you got, Dawn?
A combo. So we're new to our neighborhood fairly. A year ago, we've been there a little more than a year ago. And so whenever we move into a new neighborhood, we're looking for the black people.
Right.
You know, we're not in a predominantly black neighborhood. So I didn't see this person, but I saw his car.
Mm-hmm.
And I told my husband, I said, hey, one of your fraternity brothers lives around the corner. So I saw his license plate. When you see him, introduce yourself. I'm treating him like he's a kid. Like, introduce yourself to the neighbor. But no, it was cool. He did. And so this has been probably almost a year since they met each other. His fraternity. He's a Kappa.
Okay.
He's a pretty boy. So the guy invited us to a Christmas Eve party, a couple's party. And we were excited to go. This will be our first time going to his house and just to meet some other couples. I was hoping they were going to be other neighbors. And it was Christmas Eve. So I was coming off of being sick and then being better and then got sick again. Like I got some kind of secondary virus. So that day I was coughing and hacking and taking Mucinex all day, and I barely ate anything because my taste buds are still not right.
Wait a minute, did your taste buds go away?
They not completely, but they're just not right. So I did eat, but it was just a little something because I was like, I'm gonna wait to eat when I get to the party. So my husband seeing me like laid out on the couch all day taking medicine. He's like, are you sure you want me to just cancel? I was like, no, I don't want to just cancel, because he couldn't have just gone by himself because it was a couple's party. It was a couple's party. So I was feeling bad. I was like, no, I'm gonna get myself together. So we get there, they're offering drinks. I said, I'll just have some water. Then another couple comes and they had some white wine. I said, oh, let me just have some white wine. Then we start playing games. I'm doing fine. The food wasn't ready yet, so I'm drinking this wine when all I'd had the whole day was Mucinex.
Wine on Mucinex.
And a little meal.
Have like alcohol or something?
I don't know, but that was like all I was having. I had like 2 doses of that and a small meal. So had that, I was still feeling fine. We played Taboo. I was still feeling okay. Then we ate. And then the guy...
She had some scissor.
Oh,
listen.
Okay, listen.
Should have had a red cup.
And then this... Right. But the guy was an older guy, probably our age, and had this very, very young new girlfriend.
Okay.
Maybe she was 30. No, it was a girlfriend.
Oh.
And she had some concoctions that she made, and they had these cute little names on it, like Christmas names. In the little picture thingy. So right. So one was called Naughty List. So I made my plate.
That's the after party.
Okay, made my plate. It was like some good soul food, and I had.
You think it was catered?
I had some of the Naughty List. Somebody brought a couple things, and when I tell you, I started feeling so sick.
Like nauseous?
Like it came on
from the food or the liquor?
The drink. The drink, that Naughty List drink.
What was it?
I don't know. It was a bunch of stuff like a kid would make.
She was just like,
baby girl. Yeah. It was lemonade and then
oh my God,
a bunch of other stuff. I don't even know. But it was our turn to get up and participate in this next game. So Martin was getting up and he's like calling for me, and I just said, I was already on his shoulder.
You couldn't get up.
I was on his shoulder, and he was just thinking like, oh, she's just, being affectionate. But he didn't realize
you were leaving that shoulder.
I fell over like on him. I couldn't even sit up.
Were you think you were a little bit inebriated as well?
I was just all of the things. My head was spinning, my stomach was hurting, And so then he got up. I said, no. He was like, are you okay? And I was like, no. So he said, okay. He was like, no, we're going to sit this one out. So then so much happened.
I hope she did not.
And I was out of it. Mind you, this was our first time being to this person's house. My first time meeting him. There were maybe four or I'm going to say all the things. I'm about to say all the damn things that you don't want me to say. Everything. Next thing you know, somebody's like, do you need a bag?
Oh, Lord.
And I'm like, And Martin is like, do you need to go to the bathroom? I didn't know where the bathroom was, but I couldn't even lift my head.
Oh.
I was on this man's couch,
right there,
laid out on the couch, vomiting into a white plastic store bag.
How many people were there?
There were like 4 or 5 other couples.
Oh, dang.
I'm vomiting on this man's couch in
a
bag.
There, did you?
No, in the bag, and I'm trying to like keep my braids from.
Were you like?
It smelled awful. My face was. I couldn't even like.
Were y'all sweaty?
My face from the bag. It was. It was so awful, and to the point where afterwards, I could barely even lift my head up to get my face out of the bag. Somebody can't like. But while this is going on, those fools were still playing the game.
They were playing the game while you're over there throwing up?
They were still playing the game.
Wait, what game was it? You didn't know?
It was something like...
That's funny.
It was like where the men were sitting and then you'd ask a question and then the women would have to guess what the man was going to say. No, we had already played Taboo. It was each man had like a whiteboard and you'd say like, oh, what's her favorite color? And then you write on there.
Game.
Yes, it was like the newlywed game. So the other couple.
Well, at least they weren't focusing on you growing up.
They were playing the game, but then I kept hearing people say, because I was out of it.
So you were drunk and sick.
Yeah, absolutely. And they were like, oh, we've all been there before. Like, I'm hearing this, but it's like, I'm not even there. It's like somebody put a wet washcloth on my forehead. Someone gave me a new bag because I still could not get up. I got a new bag.
The bag up?
I got a friggin' new bag. And I had a napkin.
Took the old one out?
Probably Martin. The whole time Martin is saying, come on, Dawn, we gotta go.
Yes.
Come on, Dawn. You can be sick at home.
You
can be sick at home. Come on, we gotta go. I could
Were you embarrassed?
I was
least of your concern,
so, in the moment I was not embarrassed because I was so sick. Afterwards, as I was still there like another 10 or 15 minutes because I couldn't move, I was just I kept saying in my head, I'm so sorry, Martin. I'm so sorry, Martin. I was so embarrassed. So he's just there.
Oh my
He was fanning me with a paper plate.
The church fan.
He just kept saying, Dawn, we gotta go.
Honey, get
up.
We
gotta go. You can be sick at home. You can be sick at home. So finally,
he's like, is there a doctor?
Oh my! Here I am, Miss Doctor's
wife.
Doctor.
Another doctor.
Oh my God! I was so embarrassed. So I finally got myself up. He helped me to the car.
God.
I got some fresh air, and I was just saying all the way to the car, which was just right across the yard. I was like, I'm so sorry, babe. I'm so sorry. So he was just like,
Oh my God.
Let's go.
But you couldn't help it.
So then, because literally the guy lives 2 minutes away from us. We drove because it was late and it was cold. Right. I get home. I could not get out the car.
What did you were still like,
I could not
you were
get
drunk.
Out. I was so drunk. I could not get out the car.
How many of these little things did you have?
One. I only had 2 drinks. I had the white wine and I had whatever that
it was probably a concoction of that Mucinex though too.
And mixing the drinks. I was in the car for another 30 minutes. Martin enlisted Maya, and all I remember him saying, he's like, come on, Dawn. Come on, it's cold out here. It's been 5 minutes.
He sounded like he was getting upset a little
He
bit.
was breaking it down in 5-minute increments. He was like, Dawn, it's been 10 minutes. I'm gonna need you to cut. It's cold. I'm gonna need Dawn. It's been 15 minutes.
What were you saying to him? You were like,
I wasn't saying anything. I could not move. I could not talk. Nothing. I finally somehow got out the car, and then I was like, but I need to move my feet. How am I gonna do that? I couldn't even think to walk. So I started walking a little bit, and then I had some steps. And I just stopped. And
it was like a movie.
it was nuts. And Maya's like, oh my God. That's what I
They
felt
gave
like.
you some roofing.
I totally
get
felt
you in a
drugged.
brothel.
I totally felt drugged. Maya's there helping me. So finally, Martin was like, listen, let me just pick her up. And then Maya's like, no, Daddy, I don't want you to hurt yourself.
Look, you heard that.
I don't want you to hurt yourself.
You heard that part.
This happened.
Both of y'all was probably giving her the side eye like,
all
what?
I'm hearing is his countdown and then her being concerned about his back. So he did.
And then him probably feeling like, I can pick her.
Right.
What
So
you
he
talking
did.
about?
He picked me up.
Oh, how romantic.
He picked me up. He carried me the rest of the way in. They took me in the room. He and Maya.
Were you done throwing up?
Oh yeah. But the room was still spinning. He and Maya took my clothes off. Got me in the bed. When I woke up in the morning, I still had that second vomit bag on. I didn't vomit it. It was on my wrist, and I still had the paper towel in my fist.
Dang.
It was so awful. It was so embarrassing. And again, I woke up. I was like, I'm so sorry, Martin. Will you tell him that I'm so sorry? Will you tell him that I was sick? And he was like, I did. I said, oh, what did he say? And he said, don't bring her in again. And I was like, are you serious? He was like, no, I'm joking. I said, I said, don't joke. You see how awful I feel?
Don't bring your wife.
You're like,
He's like,
Will Smith.
don't bring her back. Don't bring her back. So I am too old to be vomiting
On some random
drunk
person's
at
couch.
somebody's house
That is so
for
funny.
a Christmas Eve party. It was so awful. I'm like, I am
I can
too old for
imagine.
this. I was so friggin' embarrassed. So embarrassed. So embarrassed.
You know what?
Well, it makes for a good story.
Oh my
When-
goodness.
Many years ago.
Right.
This is a story,
That's
a
what it
story
should have
tagging
been.
on
That's what
yours.
it should have been.
But when my husband, my then husband,
Yeah.
proposed to me, we were out on a boat. I
Oh,
threw
my
up
goodness.
in
That
the
should
middle
have been
of the
your
proposal.
sign.
I was like holding my, because I had some
That should have
oily
been
food.
your
That
sign.
is
And he
so
still
funny.
kissed me though.
Oh, he did.
Yes.
And that
Wait,
should
you
have been
didn't throw
another
up because
sign.
it was the boat?
Well, it was a boat. It was a
Motion
boat, and plus
sick.
I had some random food,
Oh,
and
yeah.
that kind of made me nauseous.
Did you know he was going to propose that day?
No, I was
Oh.
giving him hell that day. Like, why I gotta get on a boat?
Oh, yeah, I
yeah.
can so imagine that too.
And he was like, fine, I'll do it. And then I sure did. I was like, what? On the side of the boat, and they were both looking at me like, it was real quiet.
That
Oh,
should
my
have
God.
been that should have been your sign that maybe this isn't right.
Oh Lord.
Or his sign, and then once he kissed you after you vomited, you really should have known
Well,
something.
no,
with
that's when I was like, oh, he loves me.
no, I would have been like, "This something's wrong with this dude. This is nasty."
Kiss me and nasty throw up
Really?
mouth. Oh my God,
Nasty
God,
throw
I'm
up
so
mouth.
sorry
Nasty
that
throw up
happened
mouth.
to you.
It was so awful. I'm still embarrassed. And the guy, it was a little creepy. I didn't tell them that I had a podcast, so he shouldn't know. But it was a little creepy. He collects black Santas. So there were Black Santas all over the house.
Mhm.
And today I was
But he
in
only puts them up
Marshall's.
during Christmas time, right?
Yeah, I hope so. I was in Marshall's today and I was looking for something and I passed the Christmas clearance section, and there were all these black Santas. And
Did you get one to say
I'm
sorry?
still feeling so bad that I wanted to buy him a black Santa and like show up at his house with a little gift bag.
Say, I'm
but-
so sorry.
But is that like creepy though?
No,
I think
sweet.
that's a gesture.
That's
yeah.
a good
That's
gesture.
kind.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were nice and gave
Yeah,
you
and I'm
Yeah.
so sorry that I got sick in the middle of your party. But also, I'm glad that they kept playing. It wasn't like, oh my God,
I
like
know.
staring at you like
I mean, that is kind of weird.
But do you think
What?
that they kept playing
but
while
I'm-
she's vomiting?
But I did
Well,
hear.
what else would they do?
But I mean, people were coming up saying, "Oh, we've been there before. It's okay." And then afterwards, I think people were hugging me when I was leaving. It was so weird. It was all very, very weird.
Because maybe somebody else had got drunk off of or sick off of whatever that concoction
No,
was
I
that
was
she
only
made.
one.
No, not that night, but like this is the first time you guys have been there.
This
maybe
was the
something
first
like that has happened
time.
before.
This was the first time people were meeting this girl because she's a new. He said that
Has he been in the area a long time?
I don't know how long he's been there,
Oh.
but he said he had been single for a very long time, and then he met this nice young lady, and he was so happy that he's like, "Oh, I want to do a couples party. I want to show you off." And so the only
You should
person,
have waited for me. I'm just-
okay, the only person she knew prior was her sister. Her
Her sister
sister,
was there.
her sister, and her brother-in-law came.
Okay.
But otherwise, there were 3 other couples, and she didn't know.
Oh, so
she didn't know.
So no one
anybody.
else had
No, only me.
been able to taste her concoctions. Just you.
No, I was the only one. I was
Oh my
so
gosh, I'm so
embarrassed.
sorry.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay, so maybe I'll go back to Marshall's and get him one of those.
Yeah,
black
Yeah, I
that's
think
a
you
nice
should.
gesture.
That's
very
Nice
kind.
gesture.
Yeah.
He would appreciate that.
Oh.
Hope it's
my.
not one he already has.
I don't care. He could have. Like, they could be
They could be
twins.
twins.
Yeah.
Tie a little throw bag around his beard.
Give him back his Vons bag.
That's so crazy.
It was awful.
What you got, Camila?
So mine is a high-low, but it's a high. So I had been on the internet and during
Uh-oh.
Christmas, more like
Who's looking in your
Instagram.
DMs besides
Nobody.
me?
Nobody. Not yet. Not yet. But so for the Christmas holiday or leading up to the Christmas holiday, Rihanna, she sells those onesies and all those sweatsuits, and I've been wanting one. They were sold out. You were probably one of the ones that got the last ones, and I wasn't able to get the onesie, but I found some sweatsuits on sale, and they were so cute. I went to get my son some barbecue one evening, and I saw this girl in one, and so I saw how it fit, and it was so cute, and I was able to score a couple. That's
Fenty?
my high, yes.
Okay.
They're really
Nice.
cute. They're really cute, and so I'm anxious to receive them in the mail.
Ooh.
So that was my high. I don't really have a low.
Yeah.
Well, if the high's shopping, I got a closet full of highs. I like a good score. Something about when you get something and then it sells out, it's just like, you're like, yes,
Oh,
I got one before
right.
it sold out. I don't know what it is about that kind of stuff. Or sometimes I'll buy things and then look to see if it's sold out.
Really?
Oh, why?
Just
You
for
feel
the satisfaction, like,
No.
yes, it's sold
Like,
out.
I beat you
Or
to it.
or I'll look to see if it's on sale, then of course I'll get my price adjustment.
Right.
That's
me
my
too.
thing. I check for sold out status and price adjustment.
So I don't really care. When
I
I
do
get
check
mine,
the
I'm just
price
like
adjustment.
score and I move on.
Oh, I don't.
But I have some other stuff that I want to get too. This a website or a store is called Affirm, AFRM is the initials or acronym, and they have the cutest dresses. Your girls will really love them. They're like they I don't know if it's a lycra. I don't know what kind of material it is, but it's like a sheer over like a kind of a slip thing, and it's like really nice prints. And there's this polka dot one that I want so bad. And yes.
Wait, it's an online store?
I think they have an actual brick and mortar, but
Oh.
I bought
Online.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I got the one of the dresses the dress that I wore to, I don't know if you remember, to my son's graduation, his 6th grade graduation. Was like really colorful, and it had like a spaghetti strap, and I wore a nice little blazer over it. It's really cute, and they're long, so they're like midi, whatever you call it, like over, so like mid calf, really cute, and they're stretchy, really cute. So that's my next score.
Have you guys checked out that Temu?
Yes.
Afraid of it.
I
Don't buy stuff from Temu. You will never
They
stop
keep
getting
they keep
emails.
bothering me.
I've
I
never
get
bought
text
anything from them,
messages.
and
Neither have
still get
I. My
emails.
son, who
he
gets
did.
into all
What
that.
did he buy?
Yeah.
I don't know. Grant. He's a shoppy person too.
But I thought you had to download that. And that's another thing why I haven't bought anything from there, because you have to download the app. I was like, I don't want no Temu app on my
really?
phone. That's what it led me to believe, that you
I
have to
don't
download
know,
the app to
but
buy.
they are annoying.
They are.
It's like
They
I
do
thought
text.
it's the male version of Shein, right?
I have
No, they have.
Or
female
is it
clothes.
Shein? Shen?
I thought it was
How do you
I
guys
think
say
it's
it?
Shein.
You say Shein.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Shein? I thought it was Sheen. I don't.
Everybody has their
Shein
own
is
name for it.
SHEEN.
But I
Yeah, SHEEN.
And Shein is spelled SHEIN, so that's why I pronounce
I've
it
never
that way.
said it before.
And
it just
it's
looks
an
in your
Asian
head.
company, so I was Shein.
That's
Oh.
funny. Do you realize though, everybody has their own name for it. So
Yes,
people say
Shein,
Shein, Shen,
mhm.
Shen.
But I have
But
bought
Temu
theirs.
is Temu.
I'm too old for it. I know that.
That's what I'm too old for.
That's what I'm too old for.
random-
Getting all them emails.
That and the random, pop up,
Yeah.
popular places where you can get stuff for cheap, because it takes forever and I hate waiting. I like the 1 to 2 day shipping.
There's
I'm not waiting
You pay
5.
extra
For
shipping?
it for it to
No,
come from
most
China.
of the stores where I shop at is like free shipping, but it comes fast. I
I
don't
buy
have
stuff
patience
on
for
this
5 to 7
site
days.
called Alibaba, and they have all the stuff that you buy in the store, you can buy on there. And
So it's Shein.
No,
It's Amazon.
no, it's where they get the stuff
Alibaba.
from.
What? What is it?
Alibaba.
It's China.
But stuff like what?
It's India.
It's from wherever they get this stuff and ship it here. You buying it in the store.
What you
for
mean, like a
30, 50,
T-shirt,
anything,
a sweater?
anything.
Alibaba.
Check it out.
All right.
I will check it out. I love a good deal.
Yeah, $10-15 for something that you would ordinarily pay like $45-$65 for.
That sounds like Shein.
It's not.
I don't know.
I'm not typing Shein.
You
I'm
try
typing
to-
Alibaba.
But it's the same concept. It's cheap.
Well, no, all of
The
all of
quality
this,
is better.
it's the same. All of this stuff comes from somewhere.
Yeah, but some people are made in America.
Some
and
stuff
the
is made in
quality-
America, but
But
majority
most
of
of it is
stuff
made in
is
China.
made
Majority. Did you
somewhere
say
else.
majority?
No, it's a majority.
The majority of stuff is made in China.
Majority of stuff is made somewhere else.
Yeah, that's very true.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So,
Check it out, listeners.
Yeah.
Get all your good tips.
a young lady
So-
at church told me about it.
Really? So over the break, while we were down, we put out some best of episodes, and one of the favorites that got a lot of downloads was the one that we did with Julie and divorce,
Oh, really?
and we got a lot of good feedback about our snail snot.
No.
So I thought it'd be.
Did people say, like, make comments and stuff about it?
Well, they call
I
it
didn't
snail snot just like we call it snail snot, where
Yeah.
people are
Right.
But it's
surprised
mu-
that you're putting
it's
that on your face.
Mucix or whatever.
I don't know.
I think that's the name.
Oh, it's not Mucinex. That's
It's not
what you-
Mucinex.
that's what you
Not
got drunk
Mucinex.
off
It's
of.
not stuff, but
What did
That's
she
what
call
had me
it?
thrown up in the bag.
I don't know. I
I
don't
don't
remember. But what are you guys doing now to stay fabulous with your skincare and all your good stuff?
well, one thing that I swear by, I don't know if I've already told you guys this, but I make my own like oil for my skin,
Mm-hmm.
not all over my body, but just on my face. And so I have a list of things that I put in a little vial, and not a vial, but like a little dropper thing, and I
Right.
mix it up and I put it on my face every morning. So in the morning, my skin regimen is
You have beautiful skin.
thank you.
Mhm.
I wash my face. I scrub my face with black soap.
Mm-hmm.
Then I rinse that off, and then I'll wash it again with a vitamin C soap. Wash that off, and then I put the mixture of oils that I have. I can't remember all of the stuff that I put in it, but it's like 6 different like oils, which includes a carrier oil, like some jojoba oil or something like that. And I put drops under my eyes and different parts of my face. Rub it in, and then I put another rose hip oil. I put SPF 20 and
At night?
no, this is in the morning.
Oh.
And one other thing, I can't remember the name of it, but anyways, I put all of that stuff on my face, and it seems to make my skin very moisturized. My skin is not dry, and nice and like not
dewy,
but not I can't think of what I'm trying to say.
Ashy.
No,
not ashy.
It makes me feel like my skin is not tight. It has elasticity, if you will.
Oh.
Yes, and I do that every day, and then at night I put like some like other like concoction on there, and I sleep in that. But I do that every day. I've been doing that for years now.
Jeez, I swear her niece is exactly
I've been
like
doing
her.
it for years.
Wow.
If Abby ain't your niece, I don't know who is. She's always like, Mom, you're not supposed to sleep in your makeup. She comes to my room, here's a makeup wipe, take that off. I'm like, girl, it's fine.
I
She has a whole
have issues
regimen.
sometimes. Like I have sometimes if I'm exhausted, like I'll sleep in my makeup. Or like wake up in the middle of the night and take it off.
Yeah, I'll take off my lipstick because I don't want it all over my pillow.
Yeah.
But I don't take off everything all the time. I just wash it off in the morning.
Well, that's my
reapply
beauty.
it.
My beauty secret that I try to do
It's working
all the time. That helps me keep myself looking young.
Yeah.
You know.
And you got Deanon on it too, right? Doesn't he do? Well, he knows what to do with his skin.
Yeah, but does he do it? No.
I don't know. Guy, for the first time, he got some cologne for Christmas because he's been asking forever for cologne. So I figured I'd get him a nice cologne that's not too crazy. And he's like,
did he like it?
Yeah, he loved it. He's like, how much I put on? I don't waste it. And then he's like, can I put a little on my hair?
What? I went to college with this guy who used to put his cologne
in his hair oil.
No, not his hair oil. His iron. And iron his clothes with it, like so that the steam would get in his
That's kind of
clothes.
smart. I mean, I would imagine it could stain your clothes though.
I don't know, but I guess the steam.
Yeah, it was funny though. It was like, no, honey, you don't put it in your hair. You just. But I always remember how you taught me don't crush the scent because you go like this, and I would go like this. She's like, you're crushing the scent.
Yeah.
So you spray.
You just spray it and just let it air dry.
Let it air.
Yeah. Yeah. And trying to eat right. That's a beauty secret.
Yeah.
Exercise.
Yeah. I'm thinking about once we start making some money, like some money. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be like all those reality show housewives who are not married, who every season they come back.
I'm like, what is she gonna talk about?
Because I could give a damn about like a facial.
You don't need a facelift.
No, girl, no.
What
No.
is it?
I'm not about to be making my own cream and all that stuff. I only have my makeup right now because I don't have my contacts and be on camera. I'm about to get all the work done. You know how how every season
you don't need a small nose. You don't need a nose job.
On the reality shows, every season they come back. Breasts are bigger, tummy tuck.
You're gonna go Candy Burris style.
Lips, teeth be so damn big they can't even close their mouth.
No, you don't need that.
Okay,
let's go down the list so we can tell you what you don't need.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because they don't need it either, but they do.
Some of them do.
Well, no, I'm not.
She gonna get it anyway.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get. I am. I'm a lift.
She lied.
I'm a lift. I'm gonna move this over here, put it over there.
I would just give me a trainer. I could just work out. I quit my job.
I'm not gonna be trying to work on it. I was listening on the radio today to this boxer, De La Hoya.
Yes.
Is it Oscar? This fool said
he had surgery.
He has gotten lipo on his abs to make a six pack. Like they're going in between, sucking it out to make.
Wait, now?
Now, just recently.
He's like 50 years old.
He's older than that. I don't think that's
just
his first
recently.
one.
So
him. That's girly.
Why do you need to work out? Why do I need to be on the ground doing?
I like to work out.
Doing push-ups.
I don't like to work out when I don't see the benefit. But
that's what I'm saying, because the workout that you have to do, the level of working out that I would have to do to get back to pre-baby without surgery, that's all I would be doing. I I
just want
don't
my
have to work
stomach
out.
skin taken off. I can do
I
that.
need that too. My stomach is now like a booty. It is like
It
it is.
Mine
It's like
too.
a booty. It's totally like a booty.
It goes
It is in. It's
My stomach doesn't go
that's
in.
my
But it does have a
diastasis.
little.
That's my diastasis where my first child just ripped open all
It's
my
like a
abs.
booty.
Even when I had my second and third baby, my stomach
You had
was
C-sections,
still.
huh?
I didn't have C-sections.
Oh, you didn't?
My natural, all three of them. My stomach was still looking like a booty with the stomach all the way out to here. It was still a dent in the middle. That-
like a booty.
It did look like a booty. It still looks like a booty. Now it's like a shriveled up booty. But back then, it was like a
It's a
big
90-year-old booty.
It was like
What?
a 90-year-old booty.
it was like a big old booty. When it was pregnant,
Yeah,
and then it
Kim K
goes
booty.
down. It's like a shriveled up booty.
Yeah, it's like a deflated.
It's like a. So yeah, that's gonna be my.
Okay, that's it though. You don't need nothing
my
on your
age.
face.
My well, I mean, who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen? I might want a little
Girl,
pull back.
stop.
I might want a
You don't
little.
even have any wrinkles though.
Would you pull it back?
Who?
You
But
gonna be
they're
looking like-
coming. Yeah, I'm gonna be looking.
You don't even need
I'm
none.
They're
I'm
not coming. Your mother
looking
doesn't have wrinkles. She's not wrinkly.
crazy. That's my goal. That's my goal.
Remember that lady, the cat lady?
I'm gonna
Remember
get.
that cat lady that had all that surgery and she was
I'm gonna get.
looking real
Yeah.
crazy?
No, once you
That's-
start that stuff, you can't
Right, you
stop.
can't stop.
You can't?
You
Look,
can't.
okay,
You
so
can
you
be.
just want to be
doing
all
it?
in it.
You're gonna be addicted. That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna see me. I'm gonna walk in. You're gonna see the boobs just gonna be bang, bang, bang. I worry now about being able to button my shirt. I'm not even gonna wear buttons. Everything.
It's gonna be
I'm not even gonna wear
tight
buttons.
tee.
Everything's gonna be a V-neck.
so you can show off all your new cleavage.
You said you're not gonna wear
I'm not even gonna wear buttons. I'm be too old for buttons.
I'm gonna stay with the itty bitty
No,
titties.
no.
work
I might take a
Because
little.
working out
I might
is,
take a little
is
off.
mental too.
Yeah, I like to work out.
Listen.
I've always liked to work
Listen,
out.
when I'm working out and I'm gonna have on some leggings and a tube top, my tube top is gonna be
It's
suffocating
gonna be
me.
up under
It's
your
gonna
boobs.
my breasts are gonna be. I'm gonna be running, and my breasts are gonna be slapping me in the face. But listen, why do people do that? Why? I really need to know. After every new season, these women come back
On the show?
Because they look at themselves
completely
and they pick
different.
apart things that they don't like.
When you're
Oh,
when they're watching the show
Yeah,
back.
and it's interesting
Gee.
because now that we're on YouTube,
Yeah.
you know, editing the footage, I
Yeah.
watch it, and you start pointing out things that you don't like. Like for instance, my top teeth have always been straight.
Uh-huh.
My bottom teeth are not, but I never really paid attention because I smile with my top teeth showing.
Ah.
Well,
But
no one
it-
smells like this.
Well, but most of the time, like Dawn does, you see her top and her bottom when she smiles. She has a beautiful smile.
Not really. She's
Yes, you
like-
do.
She's
Or when
she's like her smile ain't
Smile
all that.
regular. Smile
you
regular.
do, but I smile. All my photos, it's just my top teeth. I don't know if I have overbite, whatever. I never have braces. So, but my
Oh,
bottom
some
are
have
crooked,
braces.
and it never bothered me because I didn't feel like you could see
You're
them.
bothered by it?
Well,
because you're
in
seeing it
watching
on
back,
camera. You're seeing it on
sometimes when
camera
I'm
now.
speaking, the angle that's on me, I have a tooth that dips down, and sometimes on camera, it looks like there's no tooth there.
Oh, I see it now. Oh shit!
Let me see.
Had you not pointed it out,
Let me see the difference.
I see it
I
right
don't see
now. Oh my goodness! It's
I don't see
right
it because
here.
it's dipped down. That's how I see
It's
it.
right. It's right there. You see
So
it?
it looks like on
It's
camera,
right there.
it looks
I
like
see it.
I'm missing a tooth, but I'm
Yeah,
not.
I do.
It just
I see
dips
it.
down, and it's
I
never
see.
bothered me until I saw it on camera.
Until you
I
just
was
pointed
like-
it out. To,
Now, are you laughing when this is happening?
No, it's just
No.
regular talking. But because the angle of the camera is constantly
And
there,
you know,
you stop
you
staring
never-
at it.
Now
If
I
she
see
would
it
have
now.
never
Did you
said
just-
nothing, I would
Did
never
you
see
see
it.
It's not
again?
funny. Stop.
I see it. But if she would have never said that, no one would know.
No
Now
one
you're
would
gonna give me a
know.
conflict.
But
No.
you pointed it out.
You
but-
should have never said nothing.
No, I'm giving
But
you.
guess what? It's gonna go away again because I'm.
But see, this is how I'm gonna be.
I'm
You
giving
see
you an
Nikki's
ex-
cleavage right here. That's gonna
I'm
be me.
giving you an example.
Bam.
I'm giving you an example of why the housewives do that because they
Right,
look back
because
at
they
themselves
look back.
and they see. So when I go to the dentist, I'm gonna be like, "Can you add a little what do you call them things?
Stack.
No, what do you call those things?
A
Not a
faucet?
cap. What do you call those things?
Isn't
Veneer?
it?
No, it's not a veneer. It's like a little extra piece to make it go higher.
Oh,
Cap. A tooth cap. I don't know.
It's not a cap. There's a name for it, but whatever. But that's why they do that.
Mm.
And it's never. I've
You
never
guys,
noticed.
the last episode I had what do you call it? A bustier on. My bustier is empty. I'm not wanting no boobs.
Well, you
can
different.
throw something in there.
That's called confidence, no matter what.
No, I just, you know what it is? I'm afraid to be put to sleep in any circumstance.
Oh, really?
So
that don't
surgery,
have
of course.
nothing to do with that. You don't have to.
Well, surgery. To have surgery, you have to have.
What is that
gotta
thing
be
called?
put
It's
to
not a
sleep.
I have
cap.
no idea. And I'm really not going to do that. Maybe just a little. But I do think it's hilarious when I see people. But the thing about it is, and I can't think of a PC way to say this, so I'm not going to say what I'm wanting to say. But do the women realize that they start looking like men? That's the thing that
You think they start looking
I think
masculine?
they start looking like men. I think they
Well,
start.
the jaw lines
Yeah,
are a little.
I think
you know,
they start
add
looking.
filler and all that
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, maybe it's the
They
the
start
filler, cheek
looking
filler.
like men that are dressed as women. That's how it starts to look. I just think it's ridiculous. And so
I don't watch. The
I'm
show,
being
so I really don't pay
being
attention.
silly. Like I'm totally not gonna do that. Maybe a little this,
Maybe a little something.
maybe a little this, maybe a little that. But I just feel like it's ridiculous. I really want to age gracefully. I don't have like some huge beauty regimen. I like to drink more water.
But you know what?
You know, I want to still be very, very simple. Like I said in another
And you don't dye your
episode.
grays either.
I don't dye my grays.
I keep meaning to do it and I forget.
You know, and the reason I don't dye my grays, it's not even so much about that I'm embracing my grays, which I am, but I don't dye my grays because my hair is already thinning and I don't want to put chemicals in my hair.
Oh, okay.
You know, and so it's really
And you don't really have
about
that much anyway.
that much gray or that much hair.
No,
That much gray.
I was like,
no, that
damn.
much gray. There's some
Yeah.
people that get braids and it's like all frosty around the rim.
I mean,
you don't have
I
that
like,
at all.
I like the way
You're-
that it's
yeah.
like peeking out, but I hope that I'm not gonna be one of those old women
Look at those.
who is just what are you
I was
looking
going like this.
at? You trying to hide that?
Hide your tooth.
You trying to hide that
Lord
missing
have mercy.
tooth?
I just.
You can put your tongue out a little.
You trying to hide that missing tooth?
It's not missing. It's just
You
sitting
laugh
down.
like that.
The dip down. The dip. the,
Laugh like that.
that dip down. I have never noticed the dip down before now.
Why you
Now
giving
that's
it?
all I
Why you
see.
giving it
Because
a
you just gave it a dip down. You just called it the dip down.
This is a new dip
You
down.
did. I did.
I thought you said it's just dip down. Because I said the missing tooth, and you said it's not missing, it's just dip down. I said
But I
then
didn't
that's
call
the
it-
dip down.
It's a move.
Like the Get Down. Remember that show? That show was so good.
No.
Did you guys see that show?
What's that about?
The Get Down.
That's a.
You have to watch it. Yeah.
What kind of show?
I'm
A
so
dance
vulnerable.
show?
Vulnerable
Musical.
today.
It's like a music. It's not a musical, but it was about like look
Dance?
it up.
I'm
Look it up.
I'm so
the Get
vulnerable
Down.
today. I'm gonna
Um,
start wearing cleavage every episode to distract
From your dip down.
Your cleavage is lovely. I want to start embracing my cleavage. Your
I
cleavage
don't know if I'm gonna be able to come back from this.
it's lovely though.
God.
But I do hope that I'm not one of those old women walking around looking crazy, like trying to do all of this other stuff. I want to be natural, but I still want to be pretty. I still want to be attractive to my husband and all that. But I don't want to just go crazy.
I
you
think
know?
as a
I'm not.
society, and I'm guilty of it too. Like we are afraid to age. Like when I think of the time passing and how I'm getting older, and I'll be 49 this year. Oh my God, it kind of scares me a little bit. Just
really?
the
Why?
thought of it, just because I associate aging with eventually death, which is going to happen to all of us.
Yeah.
But aging, I associate it with death, and then also just looking old and not looking youthful and not.
Well,
not
I
being-
think I look
being
at my
youthful.
mom though, and my mom sometimes looks younger than me. So I
Yeah.
just think, oh, and both my parents look really young.
Yeah.
So I just, but it could also be because they have me young, so they are young, but they don't look 70.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I think my mother's a beautiful older lady, but Just the thought of it. Even when I think about my mother aging, I always correlate that, and I hate to say it, with her passing. And I just hate the thought of that.
Really?
So
I don't think about dying. I just think about not being able to do the things
and not being able to do what
I just
we're able
want
to do in
to
the past.
still be able. I want to be active.
Yeah.
I want to be healthy. I don't want to be a sick old lady.
Right. But you're still very youthful, and
yes,
I am. But
the way you're aging, you're not like, oh, I'm trying to say young and hip, but you're naturally, you're just dope. I mean, my kids think she's like so dope. Her style, all that stuff. So you're doing it right.
And I think
take a little bit of this, and a little bit of that.
Yeah, and I'm glad that I'm doing it that way, and I'm glad that other people see me that way. That's great,
especially the youngins.
But just mentally, and I don't know if that came from. I mean, we experience death all the time. You know, some of us have had parents that have passed, grandparents that have passed. I think when my father passed away, that gave me a different perspective on death and dying, especially that of a parent, because I always think of like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? You know, how is that gonna like make the rest of my life, you know?
And he was young though.
My dad was 54 when he passed away, but he was sick. But I just it's just always a downer when I think about aging. Yes, because I correlate it so much with death and with dying. Although death and dying is a part of life, and it's gonna happen to all of us. I just pray that it happens when I'm super old. But I don't know, and I also associate it with not being able to do the things that I was able to do when I was younger, like needing help, or you know, people not being around, or even being alone. You know, if I'm never married again, or if I never have a companion again. You know, I wish I didn't think of it in such a negative way. And this year, I'm trying to change my outlook and my perspective on a lot of things, especially me aging, because that's the only way I'm going to get old, is if I continue to go 48, 49, 50, 51.
That's what I think. I know. I don't know if it was my dad that said it. Was like, but if you're not getting older, you're dead.
You're dead.
You know,
pretty much.
And so I kind of think about it that way. Like, this is part of life. This is very natural. And I'm blessed to have made it to this point.
Absolutely.
I know there are people who didn't think I would still be around. You know, it's very interesting that because of my childhood, because of the environment I grew up in, because of some of the experiences I had, that people didn't think that I would still be around. You know, and so I know that I'm fortunate and blessed, and I just I don't take anything for granted, and I appreciate the opportunity to be able to grow old, because not everybody is, and I feel like even though I do talk about my younger days when I was fine, I feel like I'm still beautiful.
Yeah, and we have melanin on our side. I mean, sometimes I was just at the grocery store today, and I was looking at this woman, and I was more so having compassion, because she was so wrinkled, her face was, and I was looking at her, and I wasn't like, ooh, she looks terrible, but I was curious how old she was. I was like, is she as old as she appears to look? Because she was so wrinkled, and I was like, but I wonder if she's like 60 years old, and she just like has damage from the sun. So we got that on our side.
I feel like I'm getting better and better. You know,
it's something to be said about aging gracefully. I think we are aging gracefully, and again, like you said, because we have melanin on our side, we are doing that like gracefully. And then also because the environment and the time of the decades that we're in, you know, in the world that we have, technology,
and people to look up to that are. I always look at people that are older than me that I think it's dope, and I'm like, oh, they look great. So I just
Absolutely.
I kind of, you know,
like
just
50,
go along.
50 is the new 30.
Yeah.
You know, and we certainly have kids that keep us young.
Yeah.
You know, I talked before about how my friends would say, "Oh, you're so this and you're so that," and I wouldn't feel that way.
Yeah.
But my children do the same thing.
Yeah.
Like my daughter would be so annoyed right now with my denim on denim.
You
know,
but denim on denim is in.
I know,
Depends on how you wear it.
but it doesn't matter. She's just like, you don't have to look like such a mom. You know,
yeah,
and
Abby keeps me in check.
Yeah.
She definitely, she does my makeup. She's
Right.
her auntie's child. She knows
Yeah.
all those small details.
The kids will
they
keep us young.
yeah.
And I just let her know I'm embracing all of this. I am a mom.
Yeah.
I'm not, you know, some old fashioned, I'm not someone who's just given up on myself, you know,
Right.
but she said to me recently, you know, you can dress more like me. You don't have to always look like a mom. I'm like, you're 20.
It's
And
probably
a
also
size
because you guys are
0.
close though.
And a size 0.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to be buying my stuff from Shein. You know?
But you guys are close and you're like friends too.
And she's,
so I would imagine it's
and I
part
guess
of
she's
that.
wanting me to be cool and hip and hang with her.
Do you ever ask her what can I do to make myself cool and hip?
Well,
like,
no,
cool
she'll
for
tell
you?
me. She would let me see, pull out some stuff, and I'll kind of get a thumbs up or a thumbs down. But there are a few things that you're just like, oh my gosh, yeah.
I used to love. My mom always had it going on when I was younger, so I used to love when she would come like with her cute outfits.
Yeah.
It's a sense of
pick you up or
to pick me up. She just always had it going on in her. Well, she was young though. I didn't realize how young she was when I was in high school, and
How old was she when she had you?
24.
Oh,
Okay.
So in high school, she was like late 30s.
Yeah,
So,
I think my mom was probably 24 as well when she
yeah. So I think kids just naturally want their moms to represent them and look cool.
I guess so.
Yeah,
I guess
that's how that
so.
is.
But then when people hit on me, then she doesn't
She don't like that. That's where it stops.
I'm like, hey, you didn't know what was gonna come along with this outfit choice
They
that
don't
you pulled
play.
out for
They
me.
don't play them.
Yeah.
When I had to call the councilman to do that favor for us for a guest that we're gonna have.
Yeah.
I was on speakerphone and just being super polite and like, thank you so much.
Yeah.
And one of my sons heard a deep voice in the room, bust in the room. Who are you talking to? he was not playing. Who is that?
Right.
He kept like mouthing it to me. I was like, I'm on the phone. He was like, who is that?
I used to know other voices.
Yes, he was not having it. It was so funny.
Yeah. My daughter does not play about her daddy.
Kids are very protective in that way.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's good though. It's good.
I'm like, I ain't gonna hurt your daddy. Like, come on.
We in this.
Right, come on. Yeah, I am not gonna do anything to hurt your daddy. She was like, you better not, because then you I'm like, sit down somewhere.
That is so funny.
It is sweet. I like what we have going, as far as the kids are concerned and being protective.
Yeah.
It's sweet.
Well, cheers to growing it. What is it? Gracefully.
Aging. Growing old.
Gracefully. Listeners, if you have any tips or any suggestions.
If you know the name for that tooth cap thing.
It's called a cap.
For the dip down.
It's a tooth cap. Or she can just
leave us a comment.
Why did you tell me that? I went to the dentist today and I didn't even.
It's not gonna be there for very long, darling. I'm gonna fix that sucker right on up.
See, here we go.
Look at you, keep looking. So, listeners, fill us in, DM us, let us know. Stop. And you can also find us on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for listening. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.